fils a quand même...
The Barley Sheaf Players, under the patronage of the Standard Oil and Colonial Beacon Oil Companies, proudly present Groucho and Chico Marx in Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel.
Law offices of Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel. Miss Dimple speaking. No, Mr. Flywheel isn't in yet. He's in court. Thank you. Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel. Miss Dimple. No, Mr. Flywheel's in court. I expect him any minute. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Flywheel.
No, my good morning. Give me President over on the phone. There's a picture of me in a police station, and it doesn't do me justice. It makes me look like my father. In fact, I think it is my father. Never mind the President. Just find out what the reward is.
Mr. Flywheel, I've got some letters for you to sign.
Not now, not now. I've had a big day in court.
What was the case?
Disorderly conduct, but I think I'll get off. Why shouldn't I? She hit me first.
Mr. Flywheel, you hit a woman?
Well, she was my size. Smaller even. Besides, if it weren't for my own arrests, we never get a case around here. This reminds me, any calls?
Yes, your creditors have been calling all morning. They say they're tired of phoning and that something will have to be done.
All right, we'll do something. We'll have the phones taken out.
Okay.
Here's a good guy. Your salary is raised $10.
Thank you, Mr. Flywheel.
It's nothing at all. Say, how about loaning me that 10 till payday?
But Mr. Flywheel, I haven't been paid in weeks. Besides, you overlooked the fact
I overlook plenty around here. Fine stenographer you are, griping about money.
But Mr. Flywheel...
Oh, sure, it's a penny here and a penny there, but look at me. I've worked myself up from nothing to a state of extreme poverty. I'm going to my office now. If the phone rings, don't answer it. It could be a wrong number. And bring me that $10 when you find it.
Come in.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel Rebelli. Is the boss in?
He's busy. Have you got a card?
Sure, but I take another one. I want to see the boss.
What do you want to see him about?
Well, you see, I want to get a divorce.
A divorce? Mr. Flywheel's a very busy man. I'll have to fill out a report. Let's see, divorce. Any children?
Sure. 6, maybe 7. I don't see very good. Let me think. There's a Tony, there's a Josie, there's Pasquale, there's a Angelina, and there's a Jake. Oh, no Jake. No Jake. Jake, that's the kid next door. I don't know. I get them all mixed up. And then we got the new little baby.
A new little baby? Is it a boy or a girl?
I don't know. He don't speak yet.
How long have you been married?
Oh, lady, I'm not married. My brother, he's married.
Oh, he wants the divorce.
No, he don't want a divorce. He likes his wife. He's happy. But I think he's a little bit crazy.
You mean you want him to divorce her just because you don't like her?
No, lady, I like her. She's a nice gal, but she's not a very good cook.
Does your brother complain?
Oh, no, he's no complaint. He's satisfied. He eats out.
Why don't you eat out?
Oh, well, you see, I can't afford it. I no got a job.
Why don't you get a job?
All right, never mind the divorce. I'll take a job instead.
I'll have to talk to Mr. Flywheel. Where do I get a hold of you?
Oh, I don't know, lady. I'm a very ticklish.
I mean, where do you live?
I live with my brother.
Just take a seat. I'll call Mr. Flywheel. Mr. Flywheel?
Well, did you get that $10 yet?
No, there's a man out here who wants to talk to you about a job.
Tell him I'll take it, but I won't wait for less than $20 a week.
You misunderstand. He wants a job here.
Oh, he wants a job. I think I can put him away.
Oh, I don't want to work. I just want a job.
How about references?
Oh, that's all right. You don't need no references. I like your face.
And I like your face, if it is a face. Say, you look exactly like a fellow I used to know by the name of Emmanuel Ravelli. Are you his brother?
I am Emmanuel Ravelli.
You're Emmanuel Ravelli.
I'm Emmanuel Ravelli.
Well, no wonder you look like him. Still, I insist there's a resemblance. All right, you're hired.
Hey, we don't speak about money.
Well, that suits me fine. If you promise not to say anything about it, I won't mention it either.
All right, but I gotta have some money.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you $6 a week, and you can bring your own lunches.
Well,
All right, I'll go even further than that. I'll give you $6 a week, and you can bring lunch for me, too.
$6 a week. 6. Hey, boss, I can't live on $6 a week.
You can't live on $6 a week. That will make me very happy. We have a deal.
When do I start?
No, it's 1 o'clock now. If you start now, you can be back here at 3 with the lunch. A tomato sandwich on white bread.
I know got a white bread, but I can give you rye.
All right, then, I'll take a quarter rye.
I'm sorry, but I'm wearing them.
You're wearing a quarter rye?
Yes, my coat of rye pants.
Say, well, why don't you get double pneumonia?
No need, boss. I'm a single man. Still, I can't live on $6 a week.
Well, have you had any experience?
Oh, you bet. For 15 years, I'm a musician.
What do you get an hour?
Well, for playing, I get $10 an hour.
What do you get for not playing?
$12 an hour. And now for rehearsing, I make a special rate. $15 an hour.
And what do you get for not rehearsing?
Oh, you couldn't afford it. You see, if I know rehearse, I know play, and if I know play, it runs into money.
What would you want to run into an open manhole?
Oh, just the cover charge.
Drop in some.
Sewer. No, we don't clean that up. Now, let's see how we stand. Yesterday I didn't come. That cost you $15. Today I did come.
That's $20 you owe me.
And tomorrow I leave. That's got to be worth about...
$1 million. But let's not quibble over money. I offered you $6. I'll raise you 2.
You raise me 2, I raise you 3.
I call. What do you got?
I got aces up. What do you got?
I got a notion to throw you out of this office.
All right, I'll take it.
Well, sure in, Miss Dimple. This is a gala day, and a gala day is good enough for me.
Here you are, Mrs. Jones.
Thank you. Mr. Flywheel, I'm very pleased to meet you. A friend of mine tells me you're a very good lawyer.
Oh, you just think he's a friend of yours. Sit down. Say, have you got a cigar?
Certainly not.
Well, why don't you send out for one? If you've got a quarter, I'll go myself.
No, Mr. Flywheel.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
Why, I came here to talk to you. I'm having trouble with my husband.
Well, I'm having trouble with my wife, but I don't go around bragging about it. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Just beat it. You can leave in a taxi. You can't get a taxi, you can leave in a huff. If that's too soon, you can leave in a minute and a half.
No, Mr. Flywheel, I need to talk to you. I need your advice. Let me tell you a story. My husband is in love with 2 women.
That's quite a story, and the boys are repeating it all around the club. And let me tell you one, and if you've heard this story before, don't stop me, because I'd like to hear it again.
No, Mr. Flywheel. I came here with a problem.
Sorry, but we already have plenty of our own.
You don't understand. I'm looking for evidence against my husband.
Why didn't you say so? My law book here. Here we are. There we go. Here it is, the case of Emery T. Gribble against the Lehigh and Western Railroad. Of course, the Lehigh is just a short road. It's only Lehigh to a grasshopper.
Mr. Flywheel, that's a railroad law book.
Oh, what's wrong with it? It's got 800 pages and it's clean as a whistle. If I had a whistle, I'd show you.
But I'm suing my husband.
So, is that any reason I should have to go out and get another law book? Why don't you sue a railroad? A railroad's got more money than your husband. Unless your husband is a railroad.
Please, I don't want to argue, Mr. Flywheel. I'm tired, nervous, run down.
Run down? Say, now we've got a case where you run down by a railroad.
Mr. Flywheel, you try my patience.
I don't mind if I do. You must come over and try mine someday.
Mr. Flywheel!
As I understand it, what you really want is someone to shadow your husband. I have just the man for you, my new assistant, Emmanuel Ravelli. He looks like an idiot and talks like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
Mr.
You
Flywheel,
and Ravelli will have a lot in common.
my time is valuable. Let me give you the facts. I married my husband secretly.
You married him secretly? You mean you haven't told him yet? No wonder.
Mr. Flywheel, please, we must get this divorce. I want your assistant, Mr. Ravelli, to follow my husband.
Thinking he'd much rather follow you, but one thing at a time. Let's get the divorce first, and then we can both follow you.
I'm not quite certain I follow the proceedings, but I'll leave everything in your hands. You're the doctor, Mr. Flywheel.
I'm the doctor. Well, in that case, I'll take your tonsils out on Monday. I'll take you out on Tuesday. On Wednesday.
Just a minute, Mr. Flywheel.
That's Dr. Flywheel to you. Stick out your tongue and come back next Wednesday. Better yet, stick out your tongue and stay here.
Please, please get your assistant. I want to describe my husband to you.
Very well, Mr. Jones, if that's how you feel about it, I'll call him. Ravelli, come in here. Ravelli? Miss Dimple, will you wake up Ravelli? Miss Dimple, wake up Ravelli! Mrs. Jones, will you go in and wake up Miss Dimple and leave a call for me in the bank?
Here I am, boss. You calling Ravelli?
See here, I don't like your sleeping on the company time.
I don't like sleeping on it either. Why don't you buy me a bed?
Can't afford a bed. How about a cot?
That's a no good, boss. You already cut me.
Ravelli, I'd like you to meet Mrs. Jones.
All right, where should I meet her?
Mr. Ravelli, I'm enchanted to make your acquaintance.
I don't know what she's talking about.
She means she's very happy to know you, but she's probably crazy.
Mr. Ravelli, I was just telling Mr. Flywheel here that, as much as I regret to say it, my husband is not all that he should be. He's going around with other women.
He's going around with other women. That's a fine. Hey, do you think he'd introduce me to some of them?
I can see you two have a lot to talk over. Besides, I have a director's meeting across the street in the pool room, so if you'll excuse me, I'll scrap.
Pool room! Mr. Flywheel, it strikes me that things aren't done in a very businesslike manner around here. All right, in the middle of an important conference, you go out and play pool.
Well, I have to go out. I can't play pool in here. There's no table. Besides, I have nothing but confidence in Ravelli and very little of that. Good day.
Mr. Ravelli, as long as you're going to trail my husband, I think I ought to describe him to you. He's about medium size, and well, never mind that. I have a photograph of him right here. Right here. This is for you, Mr. Ravelli.
Hey, that's a fine. How much do I owe you?
I'm not selling it to you.
You mean I get it for nothing?
Of course.
All right, then I'll take a dozen of you.
The one photograph of my husband ought to be another present, Mr. Ravelli. Now, there is one woman my husband has been paying particular attention to. I want you to find out who she is. Can you do it, Mr. Ravelli?
Sure. You leave it to me. I find out who that woman was with your husband, and I'll find out quick.
Really? How are you going to do it?
Well, first, I'll put on a disguise.
Yes.
And then I'll get a bloodhound.
Yes.
And then I'll go to your house.
Yes.
And then I ask your husband.
Law offices of Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel. No, Mr. Flywheel isn't in yet. I expect him any moment. Oh, hello, Mrs. Jones. I didn't recognize your voice. Yes, Mr. Ravelli is still trailing your husband. But it hasn't been very long. Just 2 weeks. Yes, we expect Mr. Ravelli in the office this morning. Okay, I'll tell Mr. Flywheel to expect you. Goodbye. Good morning, Mr. Flywheel.
Quick, get Warburton, McAllister, Throckmorton, and Bruce on the phone and ask for Mr. Schwartz. Tell him I want to borrow a pair of socks.
Borrow a pair of socks.
Well, why not? When he came to me, I gave him the very shirt off my back. Of course, it happened to be his shirt, but the cuffs were mine. Any new clients, Miss Nipple?
No, sir.
Why is it whenever I leave you in charge, there's no new business? Why, yesterday I stuck around, and what happened? We had a big day.
Yesterday was a big day.
So you were. Didn't I sell the carpet?
Why,
Before I forget, Miss Nipple, call Ravelli and tell him to be sure and oversleep.
But he phoned and said he was coming right in.
In that case, I'm going right back to the pool room.
But Mrs. Jones is on her way to talk to you about a divorce.
A divorce? That's all she ever talks to me about. What about my needs?
Mr. Flywheel, that's your business.
Of course my needs are my business, and let's keep it that way.
Shh. Somebody's coming in. I think it's Mrs. Jones. Good day, Mrs. Jones.
Good day, Miss Didville. Morning, Mr. Flywheel. About my divorce.
Don't start that again. Listen, Mrs. Jones, I have a ticket here to the Fireman's Ball that I'm looking to sell to you. It's a $5 ticket, but it's yours for $1.50.
Why, this is last year's ticket.
Well, I know that, but it was a better show last year.
Mr. Flywheel, when am I going to find out about my divorce case?
Listen, Mrs. Jones, don't change the subject. About that ticket.
I don't like to seem impatient, Mr. Flywheel, but your assistant was supposed to bring in some evidence against my husband. Where is Mr. Ravelli?
Hey, who's it calling Ravelli? Here I am.
Mr. Ravelli, yes, I'd like you to get the results of your investigation and show them to me. You have been trailing my husband.
Sure, just like a bloodhound. You remember when you gave me that picture of your husband?
Yes.
Well, I'll stop right out, just like a bloodhound, I tell you. And in 1 hour, and even less than 1 hour,
Yes.
I'll lose the picture.
You see that, Mrs. Jones? He did all that in less than 1 hour.
Then you didn't shadow my husband.
Sure, I shadowed him all day.
What day was that?
That was Saturday. I went right to your house.
Did you find out?
I found your husband out.
Then you wasted the entire 2 weeks?
Oh, no. Monday I shadow your husband. Tuesday I go to the ball game, he don't show up. Wednesday he go to the ball game, I don't show up. Thursday's a double header, we both no show up. Friday it rain all day, so there's no ball game. I go fishing instead.
What's that got to do with my husband?
Well, I know catching no fish, but I catch your husband.
You called my husband?
Sure.
Who was he with?
I don't want to say.
Oh, I insist you tell me.
I don't want to tell.
Now, Mrs. Jones, my assistant isn't the type of fellow who'd bandy about somebody's good name in public.
For the last time, gentlemen, who was he with?
Come clean, Ravelli. Tell Mrs. Jones who you saw her husband with.
All right, all right. You making me tell, I tell you. Mrs. Jones, your husband was with my boss and me. We was all fishing together.
This is an outrage. Some attorney you are.
What do you mean outrage? Don't you think we're good enough for him? Of course, he was the one who caught all the fish.
I'm getting a new attorney.
I suppose you think we can't get a new client or a new fishing partner.
Good day.
Ravelli, you did noble work. If you promise not to come back for the rest of the year, I'll give you a bonus.
Hey, boss, there's something I want to tell you.
Go right ahead, I'm not listening.
You want I should never come back?
In a way, yes.
All right, boss. I make you a proposition. If you want I should never come back, I gotta have more money.
Ravelli, it's worth it.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes the Barley Sheaf Players of Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel. Brought to you by the Standard Oil and Colonial Beacon Oil Companies, proud makers of Esso Lube, the new lubricating oil, and Esso, the giant powering fuel. For all your motoring needs, stop at any Esso station.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very very important what I'm gonna say. So first, I'm gonna tell you what I'll tell you, and then I'll tell you, and after that, I'll tell you what I told you.
Take it easy, Chico. You're working yourself into a temperature.
Oh, that ain't from the speech, Groucho. It's from the pants I bought.
The pants you bought?
Yeah, it's a 2-pants suit, and a 2 pair of pants is too hot to gain outside.
Well, it's human to make mistakes, and you're only human, although no one would know it to look at you.
Oh, Groucho, you're too grouchy. Why don't you do things to make people glad?
I suppose I don't. Why, just yesterday I went to visit Uncle Charlie, and that made him very happy. And that wasn't all. An hour later I left, and that made him twice as happy.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about Uncle Charlie. He's a case. He's such a crank.
You mean a crankcase? Well, Esso Lube, that famous hydrofine motor oil, is the best thing in the oil market, right?
Hey, you didn't say nothing about Esso, which is more powerful than any gasoline.
Well, we can mention that one in the next one act. So, good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now.